going to want to fight instead of dodge out of the way. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay, at persuading, and even a little better at understanding people with psychology at a 60. Not very good at hiding. And then, of course, all the other skills that I haven't mentioned are just low, the default for somebody. So Charlie, a nurse from South Dakota. All right. Let's see what Alone Against the Static is all about. Alone Against the Static is a Call of Cthulhu scenario designed to be played by a single person, where you are both the keeper and the player. You take on the role of either Alex or Charlie, a young couple who are vacationing at a secluded forest cabin in South Dakota's Black Hills. The collapse of their relationship and a creeping horror growing in the woods around them are the central focus of the adventure. Chaosium recommends this book for mature players, which means mature audiences. Oh, hey, Christy. Hey, Lauren. This is a Call of Cthulhu solo adventure, the Alone Against the Static, the one that just released a couple days ago now at the PAX Unplugged. But glad to see you guys join. If you want the audio for, if you want the audio of what I'm listening to, which is just background music, that's on Twitch. And my handle there is the same as on Instagram. The adventure is set during the 1990s. Unfortunately for you, it takes place far out of signal range. Don't rely on modern conveniences to protect you from danger. Deadly forces to whom a few decades mean nothing are lurking in the shadowy woods around you. You can attempt this adventure as many times as you like. Each playthrough allows you to select different choices or even a different character. With every new path you take, you'll discover more secrets hidden away among the pines. Make good use of the tools at your disposal if you hope to survive this very unfortunate vacation. Okay. Preparing to start. Make sure you have a copy of the Call of Cthulhu Keeper Rulebook or the Call of Cthulhu Starter Set at hand. I do. Copy or print out both Alex's and Charlie's investigator sheets. Select on page 1 and 2. Select which of them you'd like to play. I'm playing Charlie today. Read the Getting Started section. Okay. Once that's done, you're ready to take on the challenge of Alone Against the Static. Don't worry, the strange sound was probably just the wind. I think I just used that phrase last night, actually. Getting started. You'll need a pencil and scratch paper, dice, and the Call of Cthulhu Keeper Rulebook, etc., etc. Don't read this book from beginning to end. Okay, that's all just how to play. The log sheet. Alone Against the Static uses a log sheet. I have that pulled up as well to help you record the choices you've made during your playthrough as you progress through the adventure, etc., etc. All this just seems like normal Call of Cthulhu kind of stuff. Making a roll. Okay, let me grab a couple D100s real quick. Got one set. Let me get a bonus die as well. Or penalty die, as the case may be. Okay, let's see. Spending rolls or pushing rolls and spending luck. Okay, let's see if they put any luck restrictions here. You cannot spend luck points to alter damage, luck, or sanity rolls, or rolls to determine the amount of sanity points lost. Okay, cannot spend luck on a pushed roll. Yes. Okay. You may use luck spending in this manner whenever you desire during the adventure, but be aware that your luck can run out. Okay, that's fine. And it looks like there's a common rule. Common homebrew rule that you can't use more than 10 points of luck on a check, but it looks like they're not instituting that rule here. What is my starting luck? 0. That doesn't make sense. So maybe they're going to have me roll for luck to begin with. And if not, maybe I'll just start with 0 luck. Okay. Dying and going insane. Pretty standard for Call of Cthulhu. If you ever lose more than 5 sanity points in a single instance, you have a bout of madness. If you ever lose more than 1/5 of your total sanity in a single day, indefinitely insane. And of course, 0 sanity, entirely insane. My sanity right now is at 60. I don't think it's likely I'll go completely insane. But I wouldn't be surprised if I have a bout of madness. Okay, let's see. Entries are numbered. That's fine. All this is fine. Alone Against the Static. Somewhere in the forgotten wilds where pine needles carpet the forest floor, something stirs. Wind whips around the Black Hills to places where bears, rabbits, and birds never visit. The trees of the surrounding forest shiver. Beneath the moist earth, something wakes. Shifting from beneath the soil, it erupts in silence from the ground. Its emergence reverberates throughout the wild. Far off, a wolf howls in mourning for what will soon pass. It pulls itself from the darkness and breathes. It blinks. Take your chosen investigator's sheet. Roll 3d6 and multiply the result by 5 to determine their luck score. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be 9, 12 times 5 is 60. Not bad. Okay. I'm going to start with 60 luck. To begin your adventure as Charlie, go to page 2, or start 2. Buzz. Alex mutters absent-mindedly, opening and closing the car's electric window for the 10th time in 2 minutes. You grit your teeth. You only just got back on the road after your truck stop break, and Alex has already fiddled with every button within reach. You're left to steer the car and navigate using a ridiculously oversized map. Alex gets bored out of the window, sighs, then turns to you. Can you just let me hold the map? No, I can do this. It's fine, you reply. The two of you already missed one turnoff on this trip because Alex lost track of the route. It's better for you to just take care of everything. It's a late afternoon on a rural back road deep within the Black Hills. The sun is high, but the air is cold. Tall pine trees and rolling valleys stretch as far as you can see in every direction. Crisp autumn air drifts in through Alex's open window. Then, you hear an electronic buzz for a moment. Suddenly, it appears again, on and off, on and off. You bite your tongue and keep silent. Alex turns on the radio. You hear a harsh screech of static as they start scanning through radio frequencies. This is all pointless. You're way out of signal range. The only song you can pick up is a heavily distorted Neil Diamond single. To ask Alex to stop, go to number 83, and to just ignore the sound, go to 96. I'm thinking we're just going to ignore it. If anyone wants to chime in, oh, hello, Acrylic. Good to see you. I'm going to give you about 5 seconds to tell me to tell Alex to stop. Otherwise, I'm going to ignore the sound and keep going. Okay, let's ignore the sound. We're going to ignore the sound and go to number 96 down here. Oh, this is way too far. "96. You ignore the droning radio and do your best to focus on driving. Alex shifts about in their seat. They fidget, read out passing signs, and make minor small talk. You remember to answer every question with more than a single word. Dr. O'Brien told you both that communication was the most important part of a relationship. You were skeptical, but Alex seems happier after just a few minutes of conversation. The two of you joke about watching for wandering deer that might suddenly stagger out in front of your car. At one point, Alex presses their hand against your knee and squeezes affectionately. You can't help but smile. Not far now, you say. Good. I can't wait to stretch my legs, she replies. You continue deeper into the forest. The little road you're on winds erratically, dipping up and down as it weaves between hills. The sky gets lost in the branches of pine trees. As the evening shadows lengthen, you feel cold seeping in from outside. Go to number 103. The sun gradually sets. Your car's headlights cut into the darkness, revealing the road ahead. Just a few feet at a time. Finally, they drift over the front of the cabin. That's our lights. They drift over the front of the cabin, reflecting off two windows on either side of a front door, glaring back at us like watchful eyes. You pull up and park. Finally, Alex sighs, stepping onto the gravel driveway. You haul yourself out of the seat, you stretch your back and walk around the trunk to get your bags. It's cold here. The cold night air seizes around you like a vice. You weren't expecting it to be this chilly. Are you hungry? Alex asks, while you try to keep from shivering. Make a con roll. If you fail, check or tick the touched by cold on the log sheet. To say you are hungry, go to 105. To say you aren't, go to 111. All right, first let's check that cold. Oh, here's my dice. And I have a pretty good con at 70. A 58. So that's going to be a success for me. So I am not touched by cold. And I think I'm going to be hungry. I've been on a long car drive, and I'm trying to maintain a relationship with Alex. So let's go ahead and go to 105. Oh, I should have told him to stop. I'm sorry, Acrylic. I missed that. 105, I said, right? Yeah, let's go 105. Okay. Please, burgers. Alex smiles. Sure. You drag the bags to the cabin and unlock the door. You stick one hand inside, feel for the light switch, then flick it on. Alex peeks inside and nods approvingly. Wow, super cozy. Go to 327. The cabin isn't very big. Your brother, Mark, who owns the place, really exaggerated how luxurious it was. There's only one main room with a double bed, a chest of drawers, and a corner set up to serve as a kitchen. There's no microwave. Both the oven and stove use gas. That's probably foreshadowing, isn't it? You see two doors, one leading to the rear of the cabin while another leads to a tiny bathroom. Okay. Sounds like if anything comes, we have very few places to hide. You know it's going to be freezing in there. That's right, probably tile and the porcelain makes it very cold. On the wall opposite the bed is a TV and VCR unit sitting on top of a cupboard. The whole cabin is lit by muted yellow bulbs. It's not dark, but it's not quite light either. The sight of the bathroom reminds you that you've just spent several hours driving. You excuse yourself and dart inside. While you're washing your hands, you catch sight of yourself in the mirror. There are bags under your eyes. You stop and sigh. A weekend getaway. Is this really going to solve all your and Alex's problems? Of course, the answer to that is no. Okay. To feel confident about the weekend, go to 124. To doubt this vacation, well, I guess I've already doubted. But would Charlie doubt? Charlie sounds like he's a little bit immature. This is his first real relationship, and you think that he might think a simple vacation would fix all his relational problems. So I'll give you another 15 seconds or so. Should we be confident about the weekend, or should we go with my initial doubt to fix that this vacation will fix our relationship? Definitely doubt. I see you, Acrylic. Anyone want to join in and vote the other way around? Doubt it. Okay, we've got doubters. Let's all doubt. We're going to doubt this will fix our relationship. And welcome to those of you who have joined and didn't see. We're doing a solo adventure, Alone Against the Static. It's a Call of Cthulhu game, so it should take about an hour. You don't have to stay the whole time, but of course you're welcome to. Okay, so we're going to doubt it. We're going to go to 126. I'm playing Charlie. I'm a nurse. And I'm with my girlfriend Alex. We went to a cabin in the woods, and as we moved out, there was... Oh, I just saw an image. As we moved out, there was no... our phones lost connection, the radio hit static, and everything seems like we're too far beyond radio contact. This cabin sucks. Mark always seems excited when he talks about it, but really, it's kind of a dump. Maybe it feels nicer when you're visiting with somebody you love. You and Alex haven't been that close in months. This is just one more failed attempt at reconciliation that you can add to the pile. At least you can look back on it as proof. You really tried to fixing everything before the inevitable implosion. Okay, I didn't want to go so hard against this. I was doubting. I wasn't angry about it. You stay in the bathroom for a while, glumly staring into the mirror. Minutes crawl past. You don't want to go back out there and face Alex. While you stand waiting, you notice the bathroom door creak open just a little. Seems like the latch is old. You lean forward and quickly pull the door shut. When you lock it, it stays in place. Eventually, you admit you can't hide away in the bathroom any longer. So, force yourself to walk out of the bathroom with a fake smile plastered across your face. Oof. Sorry, I've been holding on to that one since we left Pierre. Pierre's the hometown we came from in South Dakota. Alex doesn't look up. They just roll their eyes. They're standing in the kitchen now, chopping up vegetables. You cross over to the bed and lie down on it. All your muscles ache from the long drive. They don't feel better when you stretch. Alex says nothing. You want to talk to them, but you can't think of anything to say. What was it that Dr. O'Brien said the two of you should do if you were feeling disaster? Or feeling distant? It's a different word there. If you're feeling distant, you can't remember. Soon, Alex serves up dinner. The two of you huddle at the small kitchen table and eat. Alex remains silent. It's difficult to tell what they're thinking. Check or tick the occupied box on the log sheet and make a psychology roll to gauge how Alex is feeling. Okay, let's see here. Let me grab my log sheet. And I am currently occupied. Occupied. There it is. Okay. And I need to make a psychology roll to check on Alex. Let's see here. I just want to counsel these guys. They're like clearly in a bad relationship right now. Not that it can't be fixed, but like, I mean, especially Charlie's just going about it all the wrong way. Okay, 92. I'm sure that's a failure. My psychology's high, but it's not that high. 60. I'm gonna push this roll. I guess there's probably no rules for pushing, because I can't determine the consequences here, can I? Alright, that's the problem with a solo adventure. I won't push this roll, and I don't have enough luck to spend on or don't want to. So I'm going to fail the roll and go to 129. Alex keeps dodging your gaze. It's impossible to tell what's going on in their head. If they won't have a conversation or even meet your gaze, they just pick up their food half-heartedly and say nothing. Maybe it's best to be blunt. How are you feeling? You ask. Fine, Alex replies, almost as soon as you finish talking. Silence hangs in the air for several long seconds afterwards. Great. Well, if Alex doesn't want to talk right now, so be it. You may as well look for something else to do. Go to 234. I'm really wondering what it's like to play Alex in this instead. 234. Hey, do you want to watch a movie? You ask. Alex hesitates. The two of you used to fall asleep to movies almost every night when you were first dating. Alex chews the idea over for a moment, then nods. Sure. You take the dishes over to the sink and wash them up, while Alex brushes their hair. When you're done, you head over to the TV unit. It's a relatively cheap model from the late 80s, sitting on top of a dusty VCR player. You switch both on, then open a cabinet beneath, looking for videos. Mark sure likes scary movies, you say, looking over the titles. 15 different tapes, and you're sure that covers pretty much every major slasher film of the last decade. God, none of these look good. There aren't any comedies? Alex asks from the bathroom. Make a spot hidden roll. That's going to be another failure at a 90. And my spot hidden is, I think, 70. Oh, it's 65. Yeah. If you succeed, nope. If you fail, go to 133. You take out the tapes and go through them one by one, rolling your eyes and performatively gagging at each cover as you go. Anything good? Alex asks, coming out of the bathroom. Not really. I could have sworn Mark said there was a romance or something. He said they watched it when they were here last summer. Alex crosses the cabin and comes over to you. You realize they're smiling. Maybe they got stuck, soul-searching in the bathroom mirror, too. Is the tape still in the VCR? They ask. You lean over and press the eject button. There's a whirring of mechanical internals. Then the unit spits out a tape. Aha, you say, lifting the tape up heroically. Alex claps their hands together in mock applause, then giggles, tilts their head, and considers you. I love you, Alex. Oh, I love you, Alex says. Good, she's making the first move. We can Yeah, it would be fun to replay, huh? They are so sad, aren't they, Lauren? Okay, let's respond lovingly instead of changing the subject, because those are our two options here. And I wanna restore our relationship before they die. Go to 135. You smile at Alex before replying, "I love you too." The two of you stay quiet for a moment afterwards and enjoy the silence. Then you bustle over to the VCR and get everything ready. Before long, the two of you are set up in bed, looking towards the TV, with the tape paused and ready to go. "Ready to start?" you ask Alex. They nod. "Lights, camera, action," they say. Go to 145. When the film begins, the screen is black. There is faint music, but no opening credits. Then the screen cuts to blurry footage that was clearly recorded on a handheld camera. "Wow, this is one of Mark's home movies?" you ask. Alex laughs, then reaches for the remote. "Oh, I'm sorry." "Wait a second. That looks familiar," you say, pointing at the TV. Alex hesitates. On screen, you see a wall of tall forest trees. Leaves and pine needles crunch under the feet of whoever's filming. The camera pans across the landscape, creating a blur of greens and browns. Suddenly, you spot Mark's cabin, standing alone in the little clearing. A dull red sedan is parked out front. "That's Julie's car," Alex says. "This must have been after their wedding." The camera is shaky. Wind rushes against the microphone, causing a brief flurry of horrid scraping from the speakers. There's movement near the red car. A woman, Julie, is taking bags from the trunk. She's smiling. "Yeah," Alex says. "This must be at least 5-6 years ago." Julie turns as the cabin door opens. Mark steps out, walks over, and takes one of the bags from her. They smile and exchange unheard words. You sit bolt upright. "What the hell? What's wrong? It's only Mark." "Yeah? So, who's filming?" Alex stammers and blinks. On the screen, Mark and Julie go inside and close the door behind them. Guys, this just got really creepy really fast. Alex stammers and blinks. On the screen, Mark and Julie go inside and close the door behind them. The camera zooms in toward the window. The picture is a grainy blur of colors. You see movement in the cabin. The camera zooms even closer. Then harsh wind picks up and howls through the speakers. The image smashes to a slurry of loud static. White noise booms out into the room. The sound drills into your skull. You feel like it's going to make your head explode. Make a note of this entry number. You may need to return to it. Mark a sanity roll. Make a sanity roll. If you fail, lose 1 sanity and check or tick the unsettled on the log sheet. I'm unsettled. I almost want to automatically fail that. Okay, make a note of this entry number. This is entry number 145. Let me put this on my notes real quick. 145, entry 145, and unsettled question. Okay, I do believe in karmic justice. I just saw a few more things down here. You get what's coming to you. I have a meaningful location. Who knows if I'll be able to remember that, but it's a park bench across from Alex's old apartment where we first kissed. I have an inherited family engagement ring. Looks like I was planning to propose but haven't yet. And forlorn and whimsical. That's my trait. Okay. All right, let's make that sanity roll. My sanity's at 60. And I fail. Guys, I failed every single roll but one. Okay. So I lose 1 sanity. So my current sanity is now 59. And I need to mark on my log sheet that I am currently unsettled. I'm unsettled. I'm occupied. These don't bode well. Actually, those two might cancel each other out slightly. Okay. To cover your ears, go to 154. To scramble for the dial and turn it down, go to 158. Thoughts on this? I'm thinking, yeah, I'd nip out of there too. Um, okay, I'm thinking that we want to scramble for the dial and turn it down. But if anybody else would rather cover our ears instead, that's okay. It just won't solve the problem, right? We'll just have to wait for it to pass. I also think it could that Alex could get angry at us if we just cover our own ears instead of help them. Scramble. Yeah. Okay. Scramble for the dial and turn it down. 158. You dart from the bed, grimacing at the ear-splitting noise. You switch the dial and kill the TV. Alex is sitting on the bed with their hands clamped over their ears like a dope. Sorry, it's only a remote for the VCR. There's no volume control. What the hell was that? You ask angrily. Alex shrugs. I don't know. Mark and Julie came out here with someone else? Alex laughs. I don't really want to think about what your brother and his wife might get up to when they're out here. You roll your eyes. That was creepy. It was like a peeping Tom or something. Well, we know it's not. Alex gestures to the TV cabinet. Why would Mark and Julie have the tape? I think we know. That's not exactly what's happened here. If broken heart is checked, it's not. You cannot stay calm. You must go to 160. To get frustrated with Alex, go to 160. To stay calm, go to 174. I think we stay calm here. It was a strange situation, but things are looking up-ish, and so, and if our options are limited by having a broken heart and not limited by this, I feel like we should pursue the open path. I'll wait another few seconds, see if anybody has any input, but I'm thinking we stay calm. Okay. Let's stay calm and go to 174. You shake your head and take a deep breath. You're right. It's stupid. Let's just forget about it. Whatever the hell that was. You still want to watch a movie? Alex asks. Sure, whatever's fine. One of those schlocky flicks, you say? I don't know who schlocky is, but I guess it's like a slasher film, because that's the rest of the stuff that was in there, right? Alex gets up. My pick? Your pick. Alex smiles and looks over the tapes in the cabinet. Ooh, this is a good one. You lean forward to look at a tape that has a guy wearing a pumpkin on his head on the cover. I think even you'll like it, babe. Somehow, I doubt it. You smile. No, seriously, Alex says, and slips the tape from the case. It's about this guy who's a writer, and he drives up to this secluded town in Maine, right? Alex hits eject on the VCR. And anyway, when the TV set blares to life, it bellows static through the cabin. Thunderous scraping and coughing bounces off the walls. You thrash and cover your ears. Alex is swearing, but you can barely hear it. The TV falls silent, and with it, all the lights in the cabin go dark. The power is out. Go to 193. Alex? You ask the darkness. Yeah? What was that? I think the power's out. You hear scrambling in the darkness as Alex shuffles along the floor. One hand touching the wall. They flick the light switch several times. I thought this place was on solar power. That's what they said. Maybe something is broken. Do you think there's a backup? No idea. I'll guess we'll need to go into town tomorrow, and I'll call Mark to ask him. Great. You press your fists against your brow. That's just great. Your heart is still racing after that last burst of noise. Fortunately, even though the power's out, our stove and everything is gas, so we'll be able to stay warm. We shouldn't worry about that. But we can't see anything, and out here in the forest, the trees, if I remember right, were pretty tall, so we won't be able to get much moonlight for most of the night unless it's like right above us, if it's a full moon even. So We're going to be pretty much in the dark until our eyes acclimate, and even then it'll be shadowy. You feel anxiety start to build in your chest. If either broken heart or blame game is checked or ticked on the log sheet, you cannot lean on Alex for support. You must go to 207. Okay. Sounds like we made some good choices early on, right? 205. I mean, I know this is a limited thing, but it seems like our relationship at least is improving over the alternatives. That was really loud, you say. You can hear a waver in your voice. Alex clearly does too. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. You hear approaching footsteps. Then the bed frame creaks as Alex crawls into it. I sure hope this is Alex. In the silence following the outburst from the TV, even the slightest sound rings deafeningly loud in the quiet. You feel Alex cuddle up close to you. I'm sorry, Alex says. Don't be. Don't worry about the TV. We'll fix it tomorrow. If not, we can just go hiking instead. You murmur softly in agreement. Alex wraps an arm around you. You feel their breathing on the back of your neck. It slows quickly and fades into the gentle rumble of sleep. The sound is steady and calming. Before long, you drift off too. The only sound that disturbs you is the faint creaking of pines echoing softly through the Black Hills. Go to 34. When you wake in the morning, you are alone. You stir in the bed and sit up. Babe? There's no answer. The only sound is the wind outside, carrying with it a gentle morning bird song. You get up and cross to the kitchen. There's a note taped to the chunky refrigerator, which is written in familiar handwriting. Sorry again. Just want this weekend to be special. Gone to town to help fix power. Back ASAP. Love you. You set the note down. Looks like you have a few hours to yourself. To eat some breakfast, go to 35. To go for a brisk walk, go to 37. Are we breakfast eaters, do you think? That's a good point. Yeah, that TV is going to be strange. I wonder. I don't remember hearing about how far away town was. So I don't. But the text said we have a couple hours. So, let me adjust this because I think I'm sitting kind of low when I slouch over. I could fix my posture, or I could just adjust the camera. Eat for sure. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I was hungry last night. Charlie was hungry last night, so I think we're probably going to be hungry again this morning. We're a food person. So we're going to eat breakfast, go to 35. You scrounge up some bacon and eggs. The spit and splutter of cooking fat fills the kitchen. The leaden quiet out here is unsettling. More than once you make to turn the radio on before remembering that it won't work with the power out. You poke at your eggs idly with a spatula and slowly run your eyes across the room. They land on the dormant television set. Your heartbeat quickens. Boom, boom. You frown. It's embarrassing how much that stupid videotape affected you. You roll your eyes and turn off the gas. You eat your hearty breakfast in silence. Once you're done and have washed the dishes, you realize you've got nothing else to do. So, decide to go for a walk. To leave right away, go to 36. To wait a few minutes in case your partner returns, go to 41. Okay, it sounds like they're trying to guide us outside. But let's see here. How long did it take us? We cooked some eggs and bacon. That wouldn't take more than 30 minutes. And then we've eaten it. I assume we're probably a relatively quick eater. So we haven't even hit an hour yet. We probably have time to go outside. We've washed the dishes too. So yeah, let's say it's been about an hour. They were up before us though, so we don't know how much time we lost with that. Nothing else to do. I know we should probably wait, but we're probably also bored. TV doesn't work. There's no board games in the house. I think we just go for a walk. Anyone? Go outside, we might hear the car. That's true. That's true. We could always hear the car as they approach and return. That's fair. Let's go to 36. Outside, the air is fresh. The sun is warm, and the sky is mostly clear. You fill your lungs with the scent of moist soil and pine trees. You take a few steps forward and peer down the driveway. It weaves away into the woods. The trees are so thick here that you'd probably have a better chance listening out for cars than looking for them. Well done, Lauren. You turn and head down a walking trail just by the cabin. The earth has been worn smooth by the hiking shoes of innumerable visiting families. Okay. Slowly get excited about this vacation, go to 39. To grow even more anxious, go to 40. I'm going to reread that paragraph so we can see, and you can cast your vote while I reread it. Outside, the air is fresh, the sun is warm, and the sky is mostly clear. Those are all good things. You fill your lungs with the scent of moist soil and pine trees. Also good. You take a few steps forward and peer down the driveway. It weaves into the woods. The trees are so thick here that you probably have a better chance listening out for cars than looking for them. You turn and head down a walking trail just by the cabin. The earth has been worn smooth by the hiking shoes of innumerable visiting families. I'm thinking we get excited about this vacation. I think that's Christy over on Twitch, right? I have my Streamlabs up instead of the Twitch proper, so feel free to message there. I think it pops up over here. And if it doesn't, you could say, hey, and if I don't see anything, then I'll know I need to pull up a separate window. Yeah, let's go ahead and get excited about the vacation. The nature surrounding you eats away at the stress layered into your being. You feel yourself truly smile for the first time in weeks. It happens without any effort on your part. It feels good. You close your eyes and turn your face to the sky. The fresh air and sunlight kiss your skin. It's glorious. Off to the left, you hear running water. You open your eyes and look towards the source of the sound. It's coming from just off the trail you've been walking along. To investigate the sound of water, go to 44. To stick to the trail, go to 49. There's an image here. If you're on Twitch, you can see it, but if you're just on Instagram, you can't. It's just some pine trees. It's a very elegant path. It's a clear path, like there's no grass on it. There's grass on either side. It's on a slanted hill. So I guess if we go down to the water, we're going to have to go downhill and then have to climb back up later. But off to the left, you hear running water. You open your eyes and look towards the source of the sound. It's coming from just off the trail I've been walking along. Let's go investigate the water. Go to 44. You step off trail and slide through the forest towards the sound of running water. The ground is uneven, so you steady yourself on the trunks of nearby pines as you go. You walk for a little while until the sound of water gets louder. You crest a small ridge and discover a bubbling stream just on the other side. The water is rushing downhill fast. Headed south, it's clear and fresh. The trickling sound is melodic. If the flowers in the stream is checked or ticked on the log sheet, this place reminds you of something. You must go to 48. To take a drink from the stream, go to 45. To sit for a moment and enjoy the serenity, go to 50. I'm not all about drinking from random streams in the woods, so I think we just sit for a moment and enjoy the serenity. What do you all think? I'm going to move this window so it's easier to see that over there. Don't drink it. Okay. Love me a stream. Let's do it. So we did that. We sit. Yeah. Okay. We're all in agreement. Let's sit for a minute. Enjoy the serenity. Go to 50. You carefully walk down to the riverbank. Loose leaves and pine needles wash downstream in a tiny rendition of whitewater rafting. Steadying yourself against a tree, you sit down on the riverbank, lean back and close your eyes. A breeze brushes across your face and hair. You admire the way the sunlight paints the inside of your eyelids red and yellow. Isn't that such a weird phenomenon? Make a listen roll. We got an extreme success, I think, on this. We got 9, so we're probably not extreme, but close to it. Oh, we did get an extreme success. Okay, that's great. Checkbox, not listen. If you succeed, go to 46. Yep. You carefully... Nope. Beyond the stream, between the trees, you hear twigs snapping. You stiffen and stand up tall. Suddenly, a deer emerges from the tree line. It steps slowly toward the stream and spots you, freezes, and stares. The water running between you and the deer is the only thing that moves. You are both completely still, watching each other. Okay. You notice one of the deer's eyes is swollen, with pus and blood. Ugh, that's sickness. Okay. Make a natural world roll. I think our natural world is medium here. Let's see, natural world, we're at 40. And we failed miserably. We didn't fumble, but we got 82. So, if you fail but wish to push the roll, you may roll a second time at the risk of stepping onto the unstable riverbank. I think so. I mean, we don't want to get sick, obviously, but if we just get a closer look, right? Okay, I'm going to step closer. I'm going to push the roll. We're at a 40, which is less than a 0.5% chance, right? So every 4 out of 10 or 2 out of 5 times we'll succeed, but we have some luck we can spend if we get a little bit lower. And we got a 9. That's, if we spend 1 point, it'd be an extreme success, but we'll just take the hard success on this. And let's see, if you push the roll, if you succeed the pushed roll, go to 47. Okay. 47, where are we? Oh. You've watched enough nature documentaries to know that whatever's infecting the deer's eye isn't common. It doesn't look like any of the frightening diseases, prions, or parasites you've seen on TV. You take a step toward the deer, palms raised, trying to look non-threatening. As soon as you move, the deer turns and bolts. It vanishes into the colors of the forest within seconds. You're left alone by the stream. Creepy. You'd better get back to the trail. Check or tick veterinarian on the log sheet and go to 55. We're a vet now. Veterinarian. Mm. 55. You hit the trail and push forward, heading farther down the Black Hills, deeper into the forest. It's a pleasant hike. Sunlight filters through pine branches and casts up dancing shadows all about you in the cool morning air. After a half hour or so, you feel nature calling and step behind a tree to pee. I don't really know why we have to step behind a tree at this point, but that's fine. Let's step behind a tree to pee. You're fumbling with your clothes when you spot something. Ahead, off the trail and nestled in a narrow valley, is a dilapidated wooden shed. To investigate the shed, go to 56. To ignore the shed, go to 79. I'm definitely going to need some input here, because what is Charlie interested in? Is he an adventurer? Is he an explorer? Let's see if I can gain any insight into him. He's forlorn and whimsical, so the shed might be of interest for his whimsical, exploratory nature. I'm thinking that the shed is creepy, but we don't investigate. No input? Maybe Instagram's just being slow. Hard one, yeah. It doesn't seem like the one to do that by himself. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Let's avoid the shed. To ignore the shed, go to 79. Forget that. You've seen enough horror movies to steer well clear of little abandoned sheds found in the middle of the woods. That's right. And isn't that the movie that Alex wanted to watch when everything went awry last night? She said there was like this shed, and that's when the power went out, right? That almost makes me want to go back, but I think Charlie still would. That would cause him to not go there for sure. Okay, you continue your hike for about half an hour, then turn to head back home. Go to 84. Where's my mouse? Okay. You crest the rise that leads back to the cabin. The sun is high in the sky. It's a late morning, soon to be afternoon. You sigh. There's no sign of the car. And therefore, you're probably still without power. Or your partner, for now. You head inside. Everything is well lit by the late morning glow. You change out of your walking clothes and leave them on the bed. Then head into the bathroom to shower. If occupied is checked on your log sheet, you remember a minor detail. You must go to 86. You close the door behind you and turn on the shower faucet. Water cascades into the waiting tub below, filling the room with a constant loud drizzle that is almost reminiscent of white noise. The pressure is lousy without power to pump, but the gravity does most of the work. Thank God the water heater is gas-powered. You pause, remembering that the bathroom door doesn't keep itself shut. You push it closed harder and put the latch on to secure it in place. You step into the shower and wash the morning hike away. To stay for a while and enjoy the soak, go to 90. To shower quickly, go to 92. We have nothing else to do to worry about, right? So I think we enjoy the shower. Maybe it's just because I enjoy long showers. And I don't see anything honest about like being overly clean or anything, but I'm thinking we enjoy the shower. Pressure's lousy, but oh well. So let's go to 90. The water is warm, cleansing and healing. You love the feeling of it running over your skin. You swear the water even smells different to the water back in the city. That's true. You stay in the shower until you're completely relaxed, ready to face the afternoon with a smile. Heal 1 hit point, none gone, and restore 1d4 luck points. That's nice. Our maximum luck was, or our starting luck was 60. Since luck can be increased overall, I'm going to assume that we can increase it above our maximum. So I'm going to give us 61 because I rolled a 1. Go to 92. You get out of the shower and dry off. You step back into the cabin and decide to get dressed. To put on jeans and a t-shirt, check or tick the practical on the log sheet. Or put on warm, soft track pants and a sweater. Check or tick comfortable on the log sheet. Choose either option, then go to 93. I'm thinking we choose comfortable. I mean, we took a walk already. We're not going to be going outside. We're not going to get in the dirt or need anything like that. We're just looking for a cozy day. And especially if Alex comes back and having fixed the TV, we're gonna lounge. So let's get comfortable, unless somebody tells me I'm wrong. On the walk sheet. Comfortable. And 93. Freshly dressed, you feel renewed. Now, what to do with an afternoon while you wait for your partner to return? Hopefully they have a solution to the power problem. To make some food, go to 94. To search for flashlights and batteries so you have light when it gets dark, go to 95. To try and restore the power yourself, go to 368. Okay, we're a hungry guy, but I don't think we're ready for another round of food. Right? I think it makes sense to search for flashlights and batteries. The question is, are we that intelligent? I know we're educated, but are we intelligent enough to think ahead? We're at a 65 intelligence. That's above average, right? Or we can restore the power ourselves. Let's check how we do with electrical repair. We're at 10% on electrical repair. Okay. See if there's anything else on our sheet that might help us make this decision. We know some chemistry. That's unimportant right now. I'm thinking we do something to prepare us for the night. Flashlights, I think that's good. Try and fix the power. Alex might be upset when she gets back from her errands. Maybe, but I think Alex was also trying, like, she wasn't just getting help with the TV, she was getting help with the power as well. So, but we could do restore power. You guys both voted. I'm leaning toward flashlights as well, because I think it's more likely what Charlie would do, not because I think that it's a better option. And odds are flashlight, evens are repair. And we roll an odd. Let's get some batteries for the flashlight. So 95. You know there was a heavy-duty flashlight in the car, but it's gone now. What do you have here in the cabin? Right now, when the sun goes down, you'll be left in the dark. Make a spot hidden roll. If you succeed, go to 97. We got a 64. I think that's close. Let's see. Yeah, we got a 65. So we succeed that. If you succeed, go to 97. There's an opportunity for a push roll here if you did fail. 97. In the cupboard beneath the sink, you find a little plastic container with a mini flashlight in it. You switch it on. It works, but the beam is weak. The batteries are probably dying. You look for spares in the pantry, the bathroom, and in the bedside tables. Eventually, your gaze settles on the TV cabinet. You cross the cabin to the television and perch on your knees in front of it. You open the cabinet and scan over the videotapes. You move some of them aside to look deeper into the cabinet. In the dark, right at the back, you find a blister pack of batteries. Blister packs are the kind that you pop open, right? They must be kept here for the remote control, but they fit the flashlight. Jackpot. You swap the batteries out. The beam becomes much stronger. Check the fully charged on the log sheet. That is a good thing. And the benefit about having, I wasn't thinking this, but the benefit about having a flashlight is that if we have to go outside, we would never have to go outside to explore a strange noise that goes bump in the night. But if we did, now we have light outside as well, and not just inside. If well fed is checked, no, it's not, because we chose not to eat. You must go to 108. To cook some food, go to 94. Looks like those are our only options here. We are not well fed right now, so we have to go to 94 then. You head to the kitchenette. You're glad the fridge and stove are powered by gas. You cook up a meal, then enjoy it alone at the little dining table. That's sad. I'm going to imagine we cooked some noodles for this. We took some lo mein, we heated up some oil in the pan. Maybe there's even a wok. Probably not. And we fried up some noodles, added some soy sauce, a couple onions, and bell peppers. Check or tick the well-fed on the log sheet. I just made myself hungry. Well-fed. If survivalist is checked on the log sheet, your stomach... Wait, am I reading the right thing? Yeah. If survivalist is checked or ticked on the log sheet, you must go to 102. Oh, look, these links are clickable in this PDF. That's excellent. Now I won't have to like search using the scroll wheel. Okay. I don't remember if Survivalist is. I think it might be, but let's double check. No, it's not. That's okay. If Survivalist is checked, your stomach growls, you must go to 102. That's strange, isn't it? We've eaten, we just checked well fed, but our stomach growls, so it could be that there's something we've eaten that is, or I guess something that we could have eaten out in the woods that we didn't. Maybe that's the way it's running it, and Survivalist is more of like an abstract phrase, so it doesn't give anything away. Okay. To eat and enjoy the food, go to 106, or to pick at the plate unenthusiastically and worry about your situation, go to 107. I feel like I could go either way right now because we do have batteries, but our partner's still missing. So, we've eaten. I'm hungry, but it feels like the story has moved a little too quickly for me to recognize that Charlie might be hungry again. So I could see that picking at the food, but I mean, noodles are always good, right? And we didn't add any meat to it, so it's probably fine. We can just add that. Yeah, I'll give you a recipe for some lo mein. The trick with noodles is not to overcook them. If you're gonna buy dry noodles from the store, you want to steam them or boil them for like 3 minutes, and then you want to add them to a pan with oil in it, like a heavy pan, like a wok or like a cast iron, that keeps the heat, retains the heat. Oh no, it's gonna kick me off of Instagram Live. You know what? This is a good place to stop. Let's go ahead and pause here. I don't know how far we are compared to the whole adventure, but we'll pause here and we'll pick it up again tomorrow. Join if you can. Thanks for joining, everyone. See ya. And now you over on Twitch. Thank you for joining me as well. Looks like I need to adjust my camera so I'm looking at you a little more frequently. My eyes, they look off to the side, don't they? Well, thank you for joining, and I'll see you soon.